All right, story time. This is a sheik from the Middle East. Um, so basically, they have endless amounts of money. Like, let's say celebrities here that flaunt their money, rappers, basketball players. These guys have their money they flaunt, these guys laugh at. That's how rich they are, okay? I'll just say that. Laugh. They would laugh at these NBA and rappers flaunting this silly money everywhere, okay? That's how wealthy they are. So this is story time. I had a friend. I'm not gonna name a friend's name because he still actually does this, and in the circuit, and wouldn't want me to use his name. So basically, back then, I would say before 2010, 2011, muscle worship which still goes on. It's just not as prevalent. I'll give you the term of muscle worship. Basically, muscle worship is where someone hires a bodybuilder to have them flex and pose. They might let them touch their muscles, but it's not supposed to be sexual at all. At all. It's supposed to be purely muscle worship. And some supposedly straight guys used to pay for this too, but it's purely non-sexual at all. A lot of us bodybuilders, even though I was making decent money, we could make very, very good money doing muscle worship too. And the better you looked, the better you made. So if you were a good-looking bodybuilder too, if you ever notice, a lot of bodybuilders aren't good-looking. It's very rare. I don't know why. A lot of stuff they take or maybe they got into it for that reason. But if you're a decent looking guy and had a great body, muscles, you can make a lot of money doing muscle worship. And you always would let them know, hey, no sexual stuff, from the beginning, and they're always perfectly fine with that. So you would just go there, wherever they were at, hotel, house, flex, pose for them. Then they might be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. But they weren't, I had rules. They weren't allowed to touch me, or touch them, So let's say nationals one year, I went and I racked up 20,000 that weekend because before I'd go, the people, all my fans, followers, they knew I was competing. You'd get emails, hey, you're going to be at the show? Hey, yeah. So I would go room to room and rack up the money. It exhausted you for your show, and I probably didn't look as good at the show, but you're making $20,000. I did that weekend, and that was a normal thing we did often. But my buddy used to have this sheik that used to fly him out that would pay him $50,000 to $100,000 for about a week out there. And they would go do luxury things, wine, dine, and whatever they did, I don't know. It's between them. But that's what a lot of the bodybuilders did. They would find these sheiks